Welcome to Envisioned Broadcasting, the station designed to encourage, equip, and empower you for growth and success. Presents Women Emerge with Mellisa Lambert, a show that shines a light on spiritual growth, health, purpose, and financial education. It's time to emerge and begin to live out your dreams, walk into your destiny, while making a difference in the lives of many.
Welcome to Women Emerge with Mellisa Lambert. I am your host, and it's always an honor and a privilege to come before you another Thursday. Happy Thursday, y'all. Yesterday was an amazing show. We had Pastor Dr. Angela Attardo, who really graced the platform, and she really shared her truth and of really getting her honorary doctorate. And we're walking the stage together in June, about a month, 29 days from now, right? We are going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. It's actually Decatur, Georgia. And it's just an honor to be able to grace the platform with so many amazing ladies. And this weekend, on Saturday, I know I have two nominees that is going to walk the stage in Maryland. It will be Dr. Talisa Davis and Dr. Bertha White. And to know that I was able to be a part of the journey of getting them on the stage, it just brings me joy. I saw that this was not just for me. I remember when I was nominated, I was grateful for that. And I actually, thought about it, and when I spoke to Dr. Poplar, and I said, Dr. Poplar, I know others that deserve this as well. And is it okay for me to nominate them? And she said, absolutely. And then we went into talking about what that meant. And what happened after that was when I prayed, I said, God, who are they? And he gave me 10 names. Out of the 10, 6 of them showed up. Out of the one out of the 6 nominated 2 other people, which made it a total of all of us is 9 of us, including myself. So today I'm going to talk about my nomination. I'm going to talk about the honor for me now holding this position, holding this title as Dr. Mellisa Lambert. I'm just honored to be able to stand in a room with so many amazing ladies. So before we get any further, welcome again to Women Emerge with Mellisa Lambert, where faith meets purpose and legacy is always the goal. Today, I am so filled with deep gratitude and humility as I really go deeper into sharing my personal moment that still brings me into tears. Like every time I think about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I remember last year, May of last year, when I was able to assist in the honor, giving an honorary doctorate to Dr. Fakanda. And I was robed in a doctorate robe without the actual title. And I remember one of my mentors said, Mellisa, why are you wearing a robe? Do you have your doctorate? I said, no, sir. He said, so why are you wearing it? I said, because that's what I was told to wear. So I honored what the host asked me to purchase and wear. But what that was doing for me was it was preparing me for a year later. I remember when that was said, I said to my best friend, Alicia, I said, Alicia, you and I will walk the stage and we will receive our honorary doctorate in humanitarian because we serve truly humanity on purpose. So I have been nominated and chosen to receive an honorary doctorate in humanitarianism. Yes, you heard it right. And I know that on June the 14th, it's going to be a special occasion. My parents is going to be in the building. My parents, friends, and and my sister, my brother-in-law, my niece, my daughter, my puppy. They're all going to be present in the moment to see me walk across the stage and be honored, not just for what I do, but for the impact that has been done for years for me. I'm being finally recognized by others for the job I have done. And I want to bring you into that moment, into my heart, and into what's next for me. So let's dive in. I'm going to kind of really go over the same questions that was asked with Dr. Angela. I'm going to cover that here in my actual conversation piece as well. So let's see. I believe that there is so much that can be done. And I know for a fact that in this season of just being, we have to be open and ready to work beyond the noise. And I truly have been doing that silently, you know. And many people say, Mellisa, you do so much. Yeah, I do so much. And it's not, when I say I do so much, it's not to sound like, oh my gosh, she's always busy. But I do so much because I do so much for purpose. I do so much because I live my life on purpose. And that is my aim. That is my determination to always continue to live on purpose. So let's kind of dive into what that means. So I asked a question to Dr. Angela yesterday. What does receiving this honorary doctorate means to you, personally and professionally? So it's actually surreal. This is literally surreal to be acknowledged as Dr. Mellisa Lambert for work rooted in love, faith, and community care. It's beyond what I've ever imagined. Personally, I want to say, like, it's a reminder that obedience to God brings honor. I'm going to say that again. Obedience to God brings honor. Professionally, though, it's a confirmation that my labor through financial education, publishing, mentoring youth, and serving women has not been in vain. It's a mantle, a new level of responsibility. So for me, it's not just a title, y'all. It's more than that. It is what I truly believe and stand for. And I know that it's just a beginning of something great. And I asked again, another question was, can you share some of the impact work you have done that led to this recognition? So for years, I've worked quietly behind the scene, mentoring young people, coaching families, coaching individuals, and, on building generational wealth, but also understanding what their purpose is, what do they want to do, and what God has called them to do. I've helped many business owners establish their business from scratch and show them how to move that forward. I've helped authors, people that were inspiring to write but didn't know how to start. I became their voice. I became their writer, and then I became their publisher. I have worked in churches, have helped many ministries to get their business, their ministry. That is, ministry at times can be a business. So we had to get their organization established, but also worked very heavily in the ministry as a prophetic voice, speaking only what God has shared for me to speak. I can even talk about even Women Emerge. Women Emerge was birthed out of me being a single mother, me being a woman that wanted to emerge and take my rightful place. Where I started out with, doing the magazines. Then started from the magazine, I moved to doing the radio, which I'm on right now, featured in 172 countries and on 13 top podcasts. And I did it faithfully for 3 years and still going strong. One of my greatest impact that I feel like I've done when it comes to business is a non-for-profit organization called I Am Integrity that I really have such a heart and passion for because of what it stands for. Integrity matters. And under the leadership of Juanita Ballard, she is leading the charge as a soon-to-be retired police officer ready to walk into her purpose and to serve humanity truly on purpose with integrity. There is so much that was done, and I'm so grateful for that. I have poured into women, served single mothers, educated on mental health in so many ways, as my degree is in psychology and counseling, and partnered up with so many different organizations that are transforming community lives even today. It's not just work for me, it's purpose in motion. So that's what my lifespan of me now holding this position as honorary doctorate, because I've done the work. Was there a specific moment or project that you believe that solidified your nomination? When it comes to my nomination, I could pick anything: my books, right? My speaking engagement, my documentary, you know, my T-shirt line, my this radio show. But I believe it was so many different things that can impact what I feel like brought me to this moment of being nominated. But I can say to you, there's one. I mentioned it before. I Am Integrity, watching the youth rise into their purpose, equipping them with tools for life, leadership, and legacy. That truly was one of my greatest accomplishments, helping I Am Integrity establish itself through the leadership of Juanica Ballard. I know God breathes on all that I do and what I say, but I am so thankful and honored to be able to see and continue to show up deeply for the heart of people and to help so many people at large. Right now, I am focusing on the financial piece of my business, helping people become their own banks. And that's my true mission moving forward in life, to really make sure you understand the value of the money you work so hard for, the time you put in, and how you need to have that control. So, how has your journey in really empowering young people, helping single mothers, helping the community serve and shape the woman I am today? It's really something that I'm passionate about. I am truly passionate about serving, especially single mothers, empowering young people. The reason why I really want to empower young people, I have a 13-year-old, y'all. I have a young teenager, and she's a youth that needs to be inspired. Their generation needs to know and needs to do better. I have seen trauma up close, and I have also seen the transformation as well. So I want to be sure to not only just impact just the young people, the single mothers, individual business owners. I want to impact as many people that will listen and take heed. It's, for me, that foundation. Whether it's coaching a mom on her budgeting, or helping a teen write their story, or even helping an adult write their story, I have learned that every person truly, truly matters. So, again, you are tuned into Women Emerge with Mellisa Lambert. I am sharing with you about something that is happening and is going to come forth on June the 14th. I am going to be receiving and walking across the stage to receive my honorary doctorate in humanitarianism. And I know for a fact it is well deserved. And when people think about honorary doctorate, they're like, well, you didn't go to school for it, but I worked so hard for it. You may have gone to school to get a degree, then to do the work. I have done the work. 2.5 decades later, I would say 3 decades later, and I'm still here. 2.5, I would say 2.5 decades later, and I'm still here doing the work. And I will never stop. So this does not change who I am. It don't make who I am. It just shows you that I can have my roses when I'm alive and smell it and be able to consistently grow, consistently do what's necessary to build, consistently show people in my community at large that they too matter, that they too have a voice, that they too can become their own banks, that they too can become authors, they can have their story being told, they can come on this radio show, this podcast, and share their truth and stand in their truth. So thank you for tuning in and for listening. You will be hearing from a few of those people those ladies that was nominated to receive their honorary doctorate, and I'm one of them. I am grateful that I didn't also keep this a secret from people that I know that deserve it. You heard from one yesterday, Pastor Dr. Angela Attardo, and she shared why she is so deserving of this. So I'm answering the same questions that you're going to hear these ladies answer, and I want you to hear my side of it as well. So number 5, I'm going to ask this. I'm going to share this as well with you. What challenges did I face on the road to becoming a recognized humanitarian? Well, for me, on this road, it was hard, right? Financially strained, burnt out, you know, feeling unseen, feeling like I don't deserve this. But in the midst of all that, I stayed the course because I know that greater is in me than he that is in the world. I stood my ground. I believed that with God all things are possible. I reminded myself that obedience is greater than applause. And God saw every act of service, every late night, me up writing at night, me up doing, summaries for my clients. God saw it all. Every tears that was shed over someone else's breakthrough, every tears that was shed of me not knowing what's next and what to do. I didn't do this for recognition, y'all. Okay? Somebody recognized my work and decided to honor me on that. But God allowed the world to notice me. I had about 2 other people that wanted to nominate me, and it wasn't timing for me. But this time around, the person that shared this with me, I was like, okay, great. But then for me, I'm always a person that wants to research and to know, not realizing that the person that was behind the process, she and I have been friends for a very long time on social media and has connected, but we never connected on the sense of the honorary doctorate. And when I called her and talked to her, Dr. Popular, she was like, yeah, Mellisa. And we just hit it off. And I felt like it was a God moment. It was that moment. And then it was the okay that I received from God that this is it. This school is the one that's going to give you that honorary doctorate. And you're not only going to take it for yourself, you're going to also share this with others. So My challenges was a little bit different, yes, but in the midst of the challenge, there was a rainbow. There was a great sun and a cloud, and there is still a smile on my face. That part. So, how do you, which is myself, how do I plan to use this honorary doctorate to further the mission? One of the things I shared with Dr. Angela yesterday was I wanted not just for me individually, but for me to have all of us put together uh, a a mission trip. I can call it a mission trip because it is to go to Baja, Mexico, under the Baja Christian Ministry to build a home, and I want to give this to a single mother. That's one of my things I want to do every year. Go to Baja, bring a group of people, and we're going to build some homes and gift this to a single mother. So this doctorate degree is not a destination. It's a launching pad for me. I plan to expand globally, to continue to reach people with my books. I plan to expand nationwide, teaching about infinite banking. Now that I am a licensed practitioner of the Nelson Nash Institute, I stand with core financial partners to go forth in the United States and build out this crusade and to share this information to the world. I believe that not only does individuals, families need to hear about this, but my goal is to reach the schools, to bring people into the knowledge of financial freedom. And I truly believe in the schools, these children should be taught how money works. And I want to bring a financial club to them, playing Rich Dad Poor Dad, cash flow game, right? So I want to not just use my honorary doctorate degree just as what I'm doing for my business, but for countries. I want to also partner with I Am Integrity to go to Jamaica and bring forth integrity in Jamaica. I want to also partner with one of my clients who has a non-for-profit in West Africa, in Ghana, and be able to give out clothes and shoes and books and items that's necessary and needed for children who are orphaned, for mothers for children who are motherless, right, which are orphans, for single mothers, for widows, for those who are homeless. I want to be able to go and impact globally as well. I also am ready to write more books, speak on more stages, and open doors for others to rise as well. So that is how I want to utilize and continue to use to be a humanitarian. Even though this is bestowed on me, an honorary doctorate, I don't want to just use the name. I want to do the action, and you will always see me doing the work. What message do I hope this achievement sends to others? You can dream and you can live in that dream. You don't have to chase a title. Just chase impact. I don't care about titles. I'm thankful for the word doctor before my name, but at the end of the day, without the doctor, I was doing the work. Now that I have the word doctor in front of my name, I'm going to continue to do the work, but on a greater level. Serve with love. That's what I will always do. I will love God. Just like our creed with core financial partners says, I will love God. I will trust God. I will trust God. I'm sorry. I will trust God, love people, and I would always use and teach other people how to use money, right? So I truly believe this is a humbling beginning for me. I look at this as an truly what it is, an honor to be called doctor because of the way I heal and help others. To I don't want just to have a title just to have a title. I want to be able to continue to leave an impact. I don't want to stop doing what I have been doing, which is helping people, empowering people, transforming lives, and making a big difference. Again, you are tuning in to Woman Emerge with Mellisa Lambert, where faith meets purpose and legacy is always the goal. Today, again, I am filled with deep gratitude and humility as I share a personal moment that still brings me to tears. Oh my gosh, I have been nominated and chosen to receive an honorary doctorate in humanitarianism, which will be taking place. My ceremony will be on June the 14th, Saturday, June the 14th, in Decatur, Georgia. I will walk the stage as Mellisa Lambert and walk off the stage as Dr. Mellisa Simone Lambert. And it's just a joy to know that my family will witness me on that stage. Not only my family, but their friends, my sibling, my niece, my nephew, my brother-in-law, my daughter, my puppy Mia as well, and my friends. So, are there any upcoming projects or events launching after June for me? Yeah, for me, absolutely. There's always something. There's always something for me to do. One of my biggest things that I'm really pushing for is sharing the information of becoming your own banker. I want to really move this. I call it the 21-day wealth challenge. I'm preparing to actually do a 13-state tour, time to be the bank. That's what I want to do, right? I'm going to be releasing 2 other books this year, maybe 3. I'm also going to be hosting 100 Ladies in Hats over tea. And also, we're going to bring these same ladies with their husbands or their boyfriends or their brothers or their friend. They're going to bring their male figures as well so they can enjoy learning the concept over coffee. While we learn the concept of becoming our own bankers over tea, we want these guys to learn it over coffee. So that's going to be happening in October. And for me, traveling, I have my own travel franchise, Lambert Travels. You can go to lamberttravels.com. I am a dream vacation franchise owner, so traveling is in my horizon. I also want to prepare to do 2 major mission trip in 2026, one for I Am Integrity and the other one as a collective humanitarian group. Those who are my alumni from my school, we're going to invite all of us, all 9 of us, to participate in Baja Christian Ministry, building a home from scratch and gifting this home over to a single mother. That will be done in 2026. So this year is packed with really moving forth to focus and go into. I'm licensed in 13 states. My goal is before the end of the year to be licensed in about 25. I want to be licensed in half the states this year and finish up the remaining states in 2026 so I can be licensed in all states in the United States. So I really have a mission in mind to be able to share the knowledge and information and impacting so many lives. I want to start a cash flow club in schools, starting with my daughter's school. I already created the curriculum, which I will share with her principal and see once a week how I can establish that school, that club within the school system as well. Once I know that it's done very well in one school, guess what? I'm going to move it to another school and another school and another school and another school, so I can be able to take over the city of Davenport. That's my mission. City by city, I will take over. Not only I, but all those who are a part of um, my core family. Our goal is to take over and dominate this crusade, which is teaching people how to be the bank. So, in what ways will this recognition elevate the work of your organization? Wow. It brings credibility for me, visibility, and momentum in what I'm doing right now, right? I truly believe in connection is what is going to really bring me into a place where this title is going to open many doors, because people can recognize that, oh, wow, so she served people. That I do, to the point where she got honored to receive the word doctor to her name. So that means she's about her business. That's what I want. I want to be able to know that this recognition will elevate me in a way where people can recognize that it's just a title, but this person that has this title really does the work. She's impacting our city. She is taking over the state. Very soon you will see on the website for Nelson Nash that I'm the only Black woman in all of Florida that hold this certificate as a licensed practitioner of the Nelson Nash. That's an honor. Even with this doctorate, that's amazing. But to hold the right to say I'm a certified, licensed practitioner of the Nelson Nash Institute, that to me is one of my greatest honor, because I'm learning this information from the source. And from the source, I'm given to my mentors, Latoya and Tony Chambly, through core financial partners. And I'm now going to distribute this information to my city, within my state, moving from city to city to state, sharing this information. So the word doctor to my name will elevate me, but I have more than one title, y'all. And I don't live by title. I live by work. And I promise you, with this elevation, with this promotion, I will continue to do the work in a greater capacity. And the last question that I asked Dr. Angela yesterday is, how can others support the vision moving forward? I want you to stay connected with me. Go to LambertLegacyFinancial.com. Again, I'm LambertLegacyFinancial.com. That is my brand, but I am under Core Financial Partners, so you can also email me at Mellisa, that's Mellisa, at corefinancialpartners.com. You can also, don't keep me a secret. Don't keep me a secret with people you like, love, and trust that don't know this information, that don't understand that they can control and own everything rather than giving it away to somebody else. Don't keep me a secret. Share me with your friends. Share me with your family. Share me with those you like and love and trust. Share me with your organization, your churches, your community leaders. Share me with them so they can hear this information as well. Invite me to speak at your conferences. Invite me to your women's retreats. Invite me out to your events. Invite me so we can play a cash flow game. Share the message. Share this podcast. Share this radio show. I'm here every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Share. Subscribe to the podcast as well. I'm on a movement. When you go to LambertLegacyFinancial.com, LambertLegacyFinancial.com, schedule a time to speak with me. It's free to consult with me. Join the movement. And most of all, I want you to pray. Pray for me that God's will be done in my life. Pray for me that God will continue to allow me to serve humanity on purpose. Pray for me that doors will be open unto me. Pray for me that as I walk into these doors, that God will use my mouth to impact their lives. Pray for me that every person that hears this information, they won't be just listeners, but they would be doers of this information. The journey ahead for me is so much bigger than I can even imagine, and I can't do it alone. I need you to be able to go forth with this. So it's bigger than me. It's we. It's not I, it's we. So, family, friends, those who I like, love, and trust, thank you for letting me share this sacred moment with you. I know it's been a journey for me. It's been a great journey, and I'm so thankful. I'm thankful that I continue. From I was 18, my dad can tell you, from I was 18, I always said, I'm going to be a multi-millionaire. I'm going to retire my parents. They retired themselves, but I'm so grateful that God has kept my mom and my dad alive, because very soon they will see the fruit of my labor, that my labor has not been in vain. My dad said something to me. He said, one thing I love about you, Mellisa, no matter what, you never give up. Nope, I never give up. I took my state test, which is my life insurance test, 4 times and failed it. On the 5th time, I passed, because it was that important for me to have. I took the test for infinite banking to become a licensed practitioner at the Nelson Nash Institute. I took it 2 times and failed it. On the 3rd time, I passed it. I never gave up. I kept pushing forward. So that's one thing you would remember and know about me. I keep pushing forward. I am so grateful for the nomination. I am so grateful that I can stand here today and be recognized on June the 14th as Dr. Mellisa Lambert. And it's a moment that I know I'm not going to be able to put in words, but the pictures will say it all. And the people that are going to see will also say it all. So thank you again for trusting me to share every Wednesday and every Thursday. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for joining me on this movement. And if you haven't joined me yet, why? Why do you think it's okay? And I need you to hear me. Why do you think it's okay to allow a traditional bank to use you? Why? Why do you think it's okay for you to sit back and let interest get away from you? Why? Why do you think it's okay to have a lost opportunity cost, money that is gone forever? Why? We have been indoctrinated long enough. It's time to wake up, and it's time to say yes to you. Don't be like, oh, I don't know what she's talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, read. If you don't know what I'm talking about, continue to listen. If you don't know what I'm talking about, continue to come to our Wednesday and our Thursday night meeting. Come, learn. Listen to the podcast over and over again. Read. Become your own banker book. Read. All the things that we have been saying, it's in a book. It's not Bible to Melissa. It's not Melissa created this. Melissa didn't write this one. Nelson Nash wrote this. Our Nelson Nash wrote this. He created it. And he not only created it that it lives when he died. He died, but it still lived on. His children's children is doing this. And the goal is for his children's children's children to continue to do this. I remember meeting Nelson Nash's granddaughter on my interview. I remember meeting his son-in-law on my interview with the Nelson Nash Institute. And it was like, it brought me to tears because that's what his goal was, to see the next generation continue to speak about this information. His granddaughter is one of the person that's is behind the scenes with the school. And my prayer is that her daughter, her son, make it now a third generation. That's that's his daughter, Nelson Nash's daughter, who had a daughter, and then she had a child. That's that generation of wealth transfer, but knowledge growth continuing is happening within their family, and it can happen with yours. Don't count you out. Don't count you out. Again, you are tuned into Women Emerge with Mellisa Lambert, where faith meets purpose and legacy is always the goal. Today, you heard me talk about a moment that I am so excited about. It's happening for me and for so many others on Saturday, June the 14th. I will walk across the stage as Mellisa Simone Lambert and leave the stage as Dr. Mellisa Simone Lambert. It's truly an honor to serve humanity and continue to serve humanity on purpose. I want to remind you of something. Let this be a reminder to you. You are not overlooked. I thought I was. I was like, dang, I'm doing all this and saying all this and writing all these books and, doing all these podcasts and this radio. No one is looking. No one is saying nothing. But not knowing God's timing is the best. I'm going to say that again. God's timing is the best. You are on God's radar. I was on God's radar, y'all. His timing is the best. You are on God's radar. So I hope that this was truly helpful for you. Please continue to follow me. Go to, Mellisa S. Lambert on Facebook, Mellisa S. Lambert on Facebook. Also, Lambert Legacy Financial.com is my website. LambertLegacyFinancial.com is my website. Go and book a consultation. It's free. Also, you can go to Lambert Legacy Financial on Facebook. You can find me on LinkedIn at Mellisa S. Lambert. That's Mellisa. On Instagram, the same, Mellisa, Mellisa S. Lambert. So, y'all, it has been I get like tongue-tied about certain things, and this is one moment where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm here telling people about what is happening, and I'm just overjoyed, and I'm grateful to God that I had the opportunity to share this, but I'm going to be living it. So thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, stay faithful, y'all. Stay focused. And always remember, love God, serve well, serve people well, and leave a tremendous legacy. I'm going to say that again. Love God. Let Him be the source of your everything. Let him be the cornerstone of it all. Let him be the foundation of it all. Serve well. Serve people truly on purpose. Serve them with a smile. Serve them with gratitude. Serve them with love. Even though it hurts at times, serve well. And let's plan to leave a legacy. Let your name be remembered. Don't let your name be, when you die, it dies with you. Let your name be remembered. I hope this episode was helpful. I know that it was, because I'm grateful for it. So please don't forget to subscribe and leave a review for me. I'm on all 13 top podcasts, and I'm so thankful for this opportunity, for this radio show, EB Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, y'all, take care, take charge. Y'all, listen, continue to be great. And I'm going to say this, I forgot to say this. If you are one person that has served humanity on purpose and you are interested in being nominated as a honorary doctorate, connect back with me. Go to lambertlegacyfinancial.com and just put some time on my calendar, or just email me at Mellisa, Mellisa at corefinancialpartners.com. Let me know and say, just want to talk to you about becoming a nominee for my honorary doctorate. And there is some criteria that you must meet to receive this. You have to have done the work. And if you haven't done the work, there's no need for you to receive it, right? So if you are interested in also getting your honorary doctorate, I would love to help you on that journey. So please reach out to me. Go to lambertlegacyfinancial.com. My scheduler is there. Or you can go to Mellisa, Mellisa, at corefinancialpartners.com and leave me an email. All right, now, until next time, take care, take charge, and continue to be great. Bye for now.
Thank you for listening to Women Emerge with Mellisa Lambert, where Mellisa speaks with leaders, experts, and motivators who share their journeys and their stories through personal and professional growth, knowledgeable tips, and lessons learned that will empower you to grow. Follow Mellisa and Women Emerge Network on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at MELLISA SLAMBERT and at Women Emerge Network, and visit www.womenemergenetwork.com. Remember, when you know better, you can do better, especially when God is for you.